Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Now today I have for you guys an awesome 300k squad builder. Now this team is going to be built around the second inform Adama Traoré, one of the fastest players on the game. This guy has 98 pace, 80 through physical, so very physical as well for a winger, 78 shooting, so finally decent shooting, and is about 125k, so not too expensive. I do think though that he's going to drop in price quite a bit in the next couple days. I do expect him to be like under 100k, like around 90k, maybe even cheaper. If EA keep dropping like team of the year hints like on the loading screen, more people are gonna panic and he's gonna go down even more. So if I were you guys, I would go ahead and hold up on buying him. As I've said, I can easily see him being under 100k. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Leave a like on the video if you do, subscribe if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into this team. The goalkeeper is gonna be from La Liga, and we're gonna be going with Areola. Now you can use any French goalkeeper, but I do think Areola is probably the best option. 6'5", so he's massive, really OP. And the center back on the left hand side, it is going to be a Bundesliga player. That is going to be Hernandez, one of my favorite center backs on FIFA 20. This guy is really fast, 81 pace, 6 feet tall, so not the tallest, but heading really doesn't matter, and really agile, great ball control. Defensively he's solid, and really just has so much pace for a center back, and that's really what you need. And the left back, it is going to be his teammate. That is going to be David Alaba, and he's had a bit of a downgrade on pace, so not the quickest fullback, but other than that, this guy is great defensively, and on the attack he isn't bad. Really well rounded, average stat of 70, 5'11", so a decent height, and probably the best left back in the Bundesliga. I do think Ruslan might be a bit better, but Alaba defensively is just really solid. About 15k, so kind of expensive because of SBCs, but you can, as I've said, always use Ruslan. They're both about the same, but I really didn't want too many French players in the team, as you will see later. So the center back on the right hand side, it is going to be a player from La Liga. That is going to be Lenglet, my favorite center back on FIFA 20. This guy is incredible. Solid, 75 pace, 86 defending, 6'1", medium high work rates, very good pace, quite agile. On the ball, this guy is one of the best for a center back, has a nice passing, and defensively he's incredible, has really good positioning. Not the strongest center back, but that really is the only negative I have on him. Just an amazing player, especially for the price, about 25k. And then the right back, it is going to be a player that I do have for chemistry, and I did want to go ahead and try him out. That is going to be the new inform Sidibe. Not a bad player. He does have every stat of 80 except for shooting. 81 pace, so not the fastest, but the pace is good enough, and he's 6 feet tall, so quite tall. High medium work rates are kind of an issue, but if you do put him on stay back while attacking, he really doesn't attack. And the in-game stats are quite well rounded, 95 stamina, 82 stat and tackle. For being 12k, he's a really solid player, definitely usable. And that's been the back line. Then the center mid on the right hand side, we're going to be going with Wijnaldum, one of my favorite midfielders. This guy's really OP, every stat of 70, quite good on the attack, and also defensively. He plays actually really well as a CDM, 77 pace, 85 dribbling, very good on the ball, high work rates, and 90 through stamina, so he doesn't get tired. Has a decent shot on him. You really can't go wrong for the price. One of the best midfielders in the Prem. And then the center mid in the middle is going to be a player from La Liga. That is going to be De Jong. About 12k for him, so not that expensive anymore. And he does have 79 pace, 88 dribbling, 5'11", medium high work rates, plays really well as a CDM next to Wijnaldum. I know they're not the most defensive players, but surprisingly at CDM they both play really well, both have great passing, are very good on the ball, quite agile, and with a chemistry style, the defending does go up by quite a bit. So that right there has been the middle center mid. And the final midfielder on the left hand side, it is going to be a Cam. That is going to be Griezmann, the most expensive player in this team after Traoré. He's about 75k, so not too expensive. I do think he's worth it. He does have 81 pace, 89 dribbling, 72 physical, only 3-star weak foot, but that left foot is insane. He has an awesome finesse shot, high work rates, plays really well at the central cam, as he does attack and also helps out defensively. Looking at the in-game stats, they're quite good where it matters. He isn't the quickest player, isn't gonna feel rapid, but the pace is good enough. His finishing is insane. This guy's really clinical, nice passing. On the ball, he's one of the best. 90 agility, 92 reactions, and he isn't too weak either. For the price you're paying, really, he's the best striker you can buy under 100k, and that's been the midfield. Then the right wing, it is going to be, of course, the new second inform Adama Traoré, and this guy's so hyped up. He's been playing really well in real life, and on FIFA, he does have a 98 pace, so he might be the fastest player on the game. I'm not too sure. Let me know down below if there's a player that has more pace, but I really don't think so. I don't think any player has 99 pace, so that makes him the quickest player, and pace really matters, so you know people are going to go ahead and use him. Is he worth it though for about 125k, which isn't a bad price, but I do think it's a bit overpriced in my opinion. I can easily see this card being like 90k in the next couple days. So if I were you guys, I would not buy it for this price, especially during Team of the Year. He's gonna tank so much, and I just can see him being even cheaper than 90k. So yeah, let's go ahead now and talk about this card and how he plays in game. I'm also gonna go ahead and compare him to other right wings in the Prem and let you guys know if he is any better. So let's go ahead and talk about the pros first. So the first pro I have is, of course, the pace. This guy is rapid. He feels like one of the quickest players on the game, faster than like Sterling, Sancho, Dembele. Just look at that pace right there, 99 acceleration, 90 sprint speed. You really can't get better than that. And another pro was his dribbling. It is quite good. It's not like Dembele or like Messi, of course. That's kind of expected, but it is decent. 91 balance, 80 agility. The reactions is quite low, and that does kind of affect him sometimes. It'll take him like a few seconds to control the ball sometimes. That's really the only issue with dribbling, but once he's in full control, he's really good on the ball. And the last pro I have was the physical. This guy is very strong, can bully a lot of left backs and also some center backs. And the last pro I do have are the work rates. High medium are really good for a winger, and also the skills. 5'10", so a decent height, and he's actually born in 1996. That's really young. I thought he would be a bit older, but yeah. Now talking about the negatives, the first negative, as you can tell right there, is the weak foot. Only 2-star weak foot, so really only shoe on the right foot. The left foot is just doesn't really exist. That's one of the main negatives. And another huge negative is the finishing. This guy's really inconsistent with finishing. He has really high shot power, but the finishing and composure are quite low. Those are really the only negatives I found, but they're really big negatives in my opinion. The weak foot just kind of ruins the card, honestly. Comparing him to other right wings in the Prem, we do have Sterling, Salah, Mahrez who are usable, and I would take either of those guys over Traoré. Traoré, just a weak foot, just makes this card kind of unusable sometimes. And don't get me wrong, he's a decent player, definitely fun to use, but there are better options out there for similar prices. The second for Mahrez is about 70k, and then we do have Sterling who's about 60k, and Salah is about 160k, so either of those three players are better. Again, this Traoré card isn't bad, and you can definitely use them on weekend league and division rivals, but just know there are better options out there. So yeah, that's my opinion on this card. He's definitely a lot better than the first inform. I think that's 80 rated, so he got a huge upgrade and now is more usable. That right back card just wasn't usable at this stage, but this one right here definitely is. He's a fun player, but not really meta with the weak foot and finishing. So the left mid, it is going to be a French player. That is going to be Martial, a really solid player this year. He does have 89 pace, 81 shooting, 6 feet tall, very good finishing for a winger, quite strong as well. About 11k, so a bit expensive right now as he is out of packs. He does have a striker card in form. Let me know down below if you guys do want to see a team with that, and I might upload it in the next couple of days. So then the final player, the striker, we are going to be going with the main man himself, Marcus Rashford, and this guy is quite OP this year. He does have 92 pace, 5-star skills, 82 shooting, 6'1", a really complete player, rapid pace, decent finishing, and he's fairly strong as well, 75 strength. The only issue I have is that he's a bit clunky on the ball. He is fairly tall and does have 75 balance, so he isn't gonna feel like super smooth on the ball, but for the price you're paying, a really good striker, definitely can compete against anyone. And that right there has been the team built for about 300k, an awesome team. Now showing you guys how it does play in game. I do go ahead and play in the 4-2-3-1. We go ahead and play De Jong and Wijnaldum as the CDMs, and I know they're both not the best defensively, but they're both really solid in that position. We go ahead and play Martial, Griezmann, and Adama as the cams, then up top Rashford. That's how the team does play best. You can also play in the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, and then go ahead and play Traoré as a center mid, and he plays really well in that position. I think that actually suits him a bit more than playing him at cam. He's really strong and bullies a lot of players off of the ball, so either formation does work. I usually switch in between both. And again, that right there has been the 300k team around the second inform Adama Traoré. A really fun player to use, definitely usable, but I really wouldn't pay 125k for this card, especially as there are better options out there that are cheaper. We do have the second inform Mahrez and also Sterling, and Salah, who's a bit more expensive but definitely better. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like on the video if you have, subscribe if you're new. It's been ETG, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.